Today, I'm going to be showing you guys what to expect from the first week of college. How's it going? My name is Ashton, and welcome to one of the craziest weeks of your life, the first week of college. Your first week is by far one of the most important times you'll ever experience in college. Everything you do in this first week will set up the path for the rest of your college life. So it's crucial that you make the right choices in everything that you do. And trust me, I did literally everything I could to make my first week perfect. When I first got to college, I was more prepared than ever to start this new chapter of my life. I had watched endless movies about all these crazy college stories, so I knew exactly what I needed to do that first week. I would become best friends with my roommate, host all the awesome parties, and really become the king of campus just like those characters in the movies. My first week would be the start of my new awesome life, and I was ready to take on anything that life threw at me. But the second I got onto campus, I quickly realized that college isn't like the movies at all. Everything that I had planned for went completely out the window, and I went straight into panic mode. My roommate was nothing like I thought he would be. I was away from everything I knew, and everything started to crash down real fast. I had no idea what to expect from college anymore, and I was afraid that my perfect college experience would be gone forever. And that's why I'm here today. I know how stressful the beginning of college can be, so I'm here to show you what the first week of school is really like so that you can start college off a lot better than I did. So in order to actually start college, you're gonna need a place to stay, which brings us to the first day of the week, move-in day. And let me just tell you that moving into your dorm is complete chaos to say the least. The roads are flooded with cars, elevators are backed up with people, and you realize that the roommate you've been texting this whole time is nothing like you said he would be. You're now sharing the same building with over 300 people, so leaving home becomes very real. But lucky enough for you, I have a bunch of tips to help you avoid this chaos. The first thing I would recommend is to choose a move-in time before all your roommates so you can do pretty much anything you want with your room. There's no assigned spots in the dorm, so by getting there first, you can claim your space before everyone else gets there. I mean, this is gonna be your place for the entire year, so it's super nice to have everything the way you want it. But you also don't want to be that roommate that everyone else hates. So take what you need and don't get too greedy. And if you have no idea what to actually bring in your dorm, I made a whole video on how to move in stress-free, so you can check it out right here. Shameless plug, as always, go check it out. But once you beat all the chaos and you're settled in your dorm, the time comes when you and your parents finally have to part ways. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this can become super emotional. Your parents start tearing up, you're finally leaving the nest. You know, it's some pretty big life stuff. But I've seen a ton of kids just brush off their parents and wave goodbye without like any emotion. And this just like blows my mind. So I just want to say that like hugging your parents goodbye is totally okay. Keep in mind that this is a milestone for both your life and theirs. So make sure to just be genuine and leave on a good note with your parents. Just give them a hug, man. They need it. So now that your parents are gone, you've officially become a real college student. And this is where the real fun begins. You have the freedom to go out and do anything you want whenever you want to do it. And it's honestly one of the best feelings in the world. But in order to actually live out that college experience, you're gonna need to make some friends. So let me just tell you that making friends that first week is one of the weirdest experiences you'll ever have in college. By the time you move in, you'll see these swarms of freshmen all around campus. And it really makes you wonder how the hell these kids already made friends. But it's a lot easier than you think. When you go to the lobby of your dorm, there's gonna be so many kids down there, and literally all of them are in the same position you are, so they're all gonna be on their best behavior. So if you guys have literally seen any of my videos before, you're probably familiar with this guy. And even though I make him seem super played up in all my videos, I kid you not, this is how some of these kids act that first week. Everyone's super happy, enthusiastic, and really just ready to make friends. So by simply just putting yourself out there, you'll meet a lot of really cool people. But if you end up not meeting those cool people, there's really nothing to worry about. Because the reality is that 95% of those kids you talk to that first week, you probably won't ever see again after the first month. So I would definitely put yourself out there, because the 5% that does stick around will be well worth all those awkward conversations you had with those random kids your first week. But even though making friends is fun and all, you still got some work to do while you're at school. Which brings us to our first day of classes. Woo, yay! I know, we love school. It's exciting, I know. And even though being in huge auditoriums with full-grown adults can be super intimidating, college is honestly a lot easier than high school. All the professors are super chill, well, for the most part, and you have a lot more freedom than you did in high school. But even though it is a lot more chill, there are a few things to give you a leg up on all those other kids out there. So before you even go to class, my biggest piece of advice to you is to please walk your classes the day before. Okay, so I know that this sounds like super simple advice, but let me just explain. On the first day, professors are required to take attendance, so if you're not in class during that time, you will get dropped from that class. And unlike high school, these professors don't give a shit if you got lost. So by knowing where your classes are before you actually start, you're gonna save a lot of stress on that first day. Along with knowing where to go, being early on that first day is essential. There's no assigned seats in college, so the earlier you go, the more options you're gonna have on where to sit. And even though this might not seem like a big deal, the spot you choose on the first day is kind of like your unspoken assigned seat for the rest of the year. So by getting a seat you want from day one, you'll avoid being stuck next to all those weird kids out there. Okay, there's my little rant on classes, so I'll meet you back in the studio for the next part of our week. Thanks, Ashton. So now that we have your classes covered, it's time for the part that you've all been waiting for. The college party scene. During this first week of school, the party scene goes absolutely crazy. Along with people trying to show off how happy they are, they're also trying to impress people on how crazy they can get too. So there's so many parties that first week. I mean, you have your dorm parties, frat parties, clubs, and all those ragers that really do come straight out of the movies. For a lot of you guys, this will be your first time in a crazy environment like this. And even though it can be super easy to get a little too carried away, I have some brutal honesty for all you little freshies out there. To all the girls out there, if you go out, getting spiked is a very real thing. So make sure to be around people you trust, or at least people that give a shit enough to look out for you. And to all the guys out there, no one gives a shit how drunk you can get. So please don't do any stupid shit that first week that'll follow you for the rest of your college life. And after saying all this, I really do notice how much of a dad I'm being, but I really do care about all you guys. So don't be stupid. And for all you guys out there that like more of a chill vibe than all that partying, just know that that's totally normal. Your school's gonna host a ton of events those first few weeks, so it's a great way to meet like-minded people and get a ton of free stuff from different places too. So whether you live off campus or in a dorm, go out every night or rarely at all, or simply just feel a little nervous to start this new chapter of your life, just know that everything's gonna work out. Not everything is gonna be picture perfect at first, but that's what makes your college stories 10 times more interesting. College is the perfect time to take that risk and go all in on yourself. So by following everything that we talked about today, you're gonna find yourself a lot better off than I was. So if you found this video helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I do respond to every single comment, so if you have any other questions, make sure to leave them down below. I do have a playlist of everything you need to know about college, so if you want to go check it out, it'll be right here. And if you want to join the family of over 1,000 subscribers now, you can click right here. And yeah, that's it for me this week, guys, and I will see you guys next week. Oh, shit. That made me dizzy.